Welcome
Welcome,
back
welcome.
for episode 10 million. I've lost track again.
10 million, baby. I
Yeah,
wish we were a million episodes in. That'd be
that'd be
quite the
pretty
feat.
cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, this thing would be major if that was the case.
Right.
What's going on with everybody? Hope you guys are doing well out there today. We're here for another good Pickins podcast. Thanks for coming and showing up and coming to spend an hour with us.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Not a whole lot. We were just talking off air about how we wish our lives were a lot simpler.
Yeah,
We just wish that we could only like have lives of just, our relationships to our
yeah,
friends and family and partners and
yeah.
only thrifting and making content, but that's just not how it goes sometimes. Like
Nah,
I
not
was
at
just
all.
telling Marcus that I was busy like doing a bunch of yard work and like draining the pool out for the year and
Yep.
it's all these other things that get in the way,
Yeah. Of doing fun stuff.
yeah, yeah. And I
Yeah,
mean, it's nice that we can say that that is the fun stuff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yep.
like I I I always harp back to like my old job that I was at for 10 years. And I'm
Mhm.
like, I can't believe that I did all that stuff and had a job that I hated.
Right.
Right. Like
Yeah.
I did all the mundane like to-dos of life and I
Mhm.
had a job that I hated. Like, how was
Yeah.
I ever happy?
How is that a good quality of life?
How was I ever happy? I don't know,
I wasn't. That's why I was on drugs because that that life sucked.
Yeah, man. That's a good way to get away from reality.
Yeah, man.
So
So that's I think that's the beauty part of being a reseller. For the most part, a lot of us do it for fun, or for to be their own boss, work their own schedules and stuff like that. But then there's the respect and dignity of doing a job that you love and being able to hold your head up high and knowing that even if a day's bad, on my worst day, it's still better than working for someone else at a job that I hated. You know what I mean?
bro, you can
So
say that again, dude. Like
yeah, man.
that there's nothing more true than that, dude. That is yeah, at the end of the day, like you're by yourself, in that.
Yeah.
So, well, in most cases anyway. I mean, obviously
Right.
there are some resellers that have employees and
Yeah.
so on and so forth, but for the most part, yeah, it's
I'll get
it's
there eventually. So
we'll all
let's
get
say
there.
what's up to some people. We got
Yeah.
Jeff first in the building. What's going on, Jeff?
Woo. Good for
First
you,
in here.
Jeff. You get
Yeah,
a high
man.
five.
Yeah. Tiffany, what's going on? She's
What up,
here
Tiffany?
too.
Yep.
Says
Not late
I'm
for
not late
once.
for once.
I
Hey,
feel like Tiffany's here pretty
I
early
feel
most of
like
the time,
she is
so
too.
you need to give yourself a little pat on the back there.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely. Bo Johnson, woo,
Our
good
man
vibes. What's going
Bo.
on, bro? Yeah,
Bo, I
man.
gotta say, you gotta check out my episode tomorrow morning. Just that's all I'm gonna
Yeah,
say. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I
If
seen the teaser, man.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say if you were part of the Discord, you saw the teaser.
Yeah,
Marcus and I both kind of sort of dropped little teasers about episodes. So
yeah,
again, shameless plug for the Discord. Go
yeah.
down in the description, click on the link. It's absolutely free. You get to come hang out with us. You get to get little teasers
Yep.
for episodes.
And
So
it's a blast, man.
yeah,
It's not just us there; it's other people. So
and
you'll
it's
have a
not
good
it's
time.
also not super serious, which I'm also
Yeah,
happy that it's that way. Like we do talk about reselling and like the ins and outs of that, but we
yeah.
also just talk about
But it's just
everything and
fun. Yeah, it's
or like we talk about people's collections or just little oddball
mhm,
stuff or
yeah,
whatever. So it's a
definitely.
good time. It's a good time. So
We got Ellen Michelle. What's going on, guys?
what
How
up?
you
What
guys
up?
doing? Thank y'all for coming and hanging out. Nita J, what's going on?
Nita, what up?
We got Kristen. What's up, buddy?
What's up,
She
Kristen?
just hit the
Uh
plus dash.
Yo, we gotta. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. We totally did not get a recommendation for our channel
We
blow
dropped
up
the
this week.
ball.
No, we
Yeah.
didn't get it. We didn't get a recommendation, as far as I know. Did we? Did we get a late
No,
one? Let me double check here. I don't think we
no.
got. No, we didn't. So let's just take this time really quick to shout out Kristen's new podcast with
Yeah.
uh dang it, Rachel Strickland
Hmm.
and Angie from Angie Resells.
Yeah.
And they're dropping their first episode tomorrow, I believe it is.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
go check out. I believe it's Let's Get Lunch is the name of the podcast. So go
All
ahead and
three of these ladies are lovely ladies.
yes.
Definitely. I'm sure to be chock full of comedy and humor and just lots of goings on. So you guys aren't going to want to miss out on it for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, type it in the old YouTube machine. You should get to it. I know they've been promoting it a lot, especially I know Kristen has on her Instagram. So
Mhm.
if you just type in Rural Squirrel on Insta, you will find that and more of her content. So
For sure.
yes,
Let's see. JT, what's going on, guys? How
yeah.
y'all
What's up, Jeff
doing?
and Tara? If it is both of you,
Or if it's just Jeff,
or if it's just
or if it's
Tara,
just Tara. Yeah.
we don't know.
Look, we
We
got
never know.
Travis. What's going on, my guy? Cheers, all. Thank you for coming and kicking
Yeah,
it,
what's
bro.
up, Travis?
How you been lately? How you, Gibby? It's Tiffany. Good job,
Listen,
Dixon.
not everyone can remember everyone's
Well, I just
names.
want everyone to know.
Listen, I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm trying to have their back. You know what I'm saying? Not
Rainbow
everyone's gonna
City
remember.
Picker, man. What's going on, bro? How are you? Uh, good job, Dixon. I can't compete with you, bro. Well, not too many people can, but no, I'm just playing, man.
Yo, it's
Uh,
not a competition either, though. So
yeah, it's definitely not.
seriously,
Hey, Steve, what's going on, man? Yo, had a nice Labor Day weekend bump on eBay, dude. I killed it on Labor Day, biggest sales day ever, 30 sales. I've
I
never,
saw,
unless I don't think I've had a day of sales where I've reached 30 sales. It wasn't the biggest dollar amount day, but I believe that was the most sales I've had in a day. So
dude.
loved it,
Yeah,
man.
I saw
Oh,
the
and I'm
Insta
not the
post.
only one.
I saw the
Yeah,
Insta post. You killed it,
yeah,
bro.
man.
You killed it.
Yeah,
That was awesome. What
pretty
was it, like
good.
70 something?
It
70
was
something?
88 total packages to go out.
88, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
30 just of those were on Monday. So
That's
I think
awesome, bro.
I hit close to $1,000 in sales, which isn't, my most as far as sales dollars amount goes, but it was definitely it was a good day.
No, that's
Great
awesome,
Labor
man.
Day. I was
That is
shocked, dude, because
awesome.
I'm like, why is everybody buying stuff today? Like, they should be kicking it with their family and friends, but I was at the bin, so I guess it didn't really matter.
Yo, I mean, they could have been at the barbecue, the family barbecue, scrolling through eBay, like, oh, let me
You're
get
right.
this, let me get that. Like, you
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, you're right. You're right. What's up, Fly Days? Appreciate you coming and kicking it.
Fridays coming
I know
in
you're
with
in
the
the group, man,
$2.
but what's your name, bro? You
I
said,
don't
did
think
my donation go through? I got charged for it, but it didn't go through on my end. I didn't see it. Oh, there it goes.
no,
Hey, let
yeah,
me
we
pop
hit the
you up
super
on the
chat. Yeah,
screen.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Appreciate it.
That's why I said
Definitely.
thank you for the two.
Yeah,
I
I'm way
forgot that
behind.
you do the scroll.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Thanks, Ray. Let's do lunch Fridays at noon central. There you go. There's the
Okay, there you
plug.
go. At noon
Can't
tomorrow.
wait for Let's Get Lunch. Yep. It's gonna be nice. Let's do lunch. So my wife taking over the business has been dope. She's listening about 20 a day. Awesome. We went thrifting tonight and she was hella interested running the eBay app searching comps. That's what's up, man. She's gonna outdo you, man. No time at all. She's gonna outdo you.
So wait,
I gra-
is she sourcing and you're listing, or the other
I
way
think
around?
it's a
Are
tag
you
team
list
effort.
you're sourcing, she's listing? Is that how that's going? I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
curious.
Give us a little bit more info on how the business is being ran,
Yeah,
Jeff. I
yeah.
grabbed a pair of 998s today. Uh, am, am I a shoe reseller now? Yeah, technically you are.
I don't even know
Hey,
what
but
I don't even know what
they're
those are.
they're New Balances
Oh,
made in America, like the suede gray ones. Usually they're gray. Uh,
okay, okay.
I just donated the pair of fake Nike Air Force Ones. I found another pair of fake shoes. This time though, what threw me off was the style code that's on the tag came up as a women's Air Force One, but the sizing was a men's Air Force One. So I was like, this is just not making any sense. So I hit up someone that's in my Reseller Nirvana podcast. Actually, the guy Isaiah that I had on my show probably 3 weeks ago now, I hit him up, and then I hit another reseller named Nina. She's on Instagram, Araya with Grace. I hit her up. She's like, it's just $1 on check. Just get them checked and be on the safe side. And they definitely came back as fake. So if you guys are selling sneakers that can be faked or Nikes in general, I would definitely be more leery of what you list and get them checked. Download the Check app. It's $1 for a 12-hour return. It never takes 12 hours, guys. They got back to me in like 2 hours. What's $1? To find out if your sneakers are legit and save the account health, because you don't want to risk your account for a $50 pair of shoes when you could potentially make millions from eBay.
Dude, a
What's up, Chief
dollar
Stacks?
dollars
Thanks,
worth.
bro.
Yeah, dude. Thank you, Chief.
$1.99 super chat. Appreciate it. That's another check for me.
Dallas Bins boys.
Yeah,
All
you know,
right, all
good.
right.
Appreciate you, my guy.
We gotta get down to Texas, man. We gotta
Yeah,
plan
dude,
a trip.
I had a blast down there in Houston, man, for real. But I'd
I'm
like to go to
sure.
Dallas too.
Yeah,
Uh,
bro.
it's
Da-
both of them. Okay.
Bro, look, well, if we go to Dallas, we gotta go to Austin, which isn't too far away as
Yeah,
well.
dude.
That'd be
Yeah.
sick.
I'd love to go to Austin. There's a lot of people in Austin, as far like in the fitness industry, that I'd love to be able to link up with, but they're celebrities, so it's probably not going to happen.
But
Same
hey,
here. Wife taking over the business, heading back to the workforce. What? You kill it on
no,
eBay.
don't
Why
do
are
it.
you going back, dude?
Don't do
Yeah.
it.
He said the money's good, but exhausting, thrifting constantly. Okay, that makes sense.
Dude,
That's
yeah.
why I thrift once a week.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you were to like go to the bins every day, dude, you would start hurting for sure.
Yeah,
It
definitely. You get
is it's
sore.
you
You just get
definitely
tired.
takes a lot out.
Yeah, man. You get okay, so I had originally tried donating before the one that actually went through, and it charged me two without the donation going through. So I paid $2 to Google, and I paid $2 to Dixon's Pickens. Hey, I'm sorry, man. I don't know what's going on with
Yeah,
that, but
that's weird. That's weird.
yeah, Whatnot has been great for us the last month. Made 2K in 4 shows. That's what's up.
Whoo.
Congratulations,
All right.
brother. Hey,
That's what's
Rachel, we
up.
were just talking about you.
Yes, we
Uh,
were.
Promoting the new podcast coming up.
Yep. Yep.
Y'all,
You
y'all
guys
silly
were
with the Marco Polo.
you guys you guys were our channel
Friends till
blow
the
up of the
end.
week
Yeah.
just by happenstance. So
Yep.
yeah,
So yeah,
it worked out good. It
everyone
worked
out
out
there
good.
needs to be prepared for Rachel and Kristen's podcast. After
Yeah,
6 years on eBay, transitioning to the middleman, less inventory and more inventory, it seems. I don't know if I understand that. Less
yeah, I'm not
inventory and more inventory.
yeah, I'm not sure. Wait, so is this the kind of the same thing where you're just like you're feeding the well, no, because you said you didn't want to thrift. I don't yeah. How's that working out? I'm
Hmm.
not sure. But anyway,
Elaboration, please.
yes.
Okay, glad you're back to your lives again, Rachel. Yeah, Rachel took a little break. Glad to see her back killing it, crushing
Hey,
the old YouTube machine. She's going to hit that 10K before the end of the year, like she said at the beginning of the year. She gonna get it, that's for sure.
hell yeah.
Less inventory and more sales. Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with that as long as you're making more sales. What you do need to keep in mind, though, bro, is that if you start listing less than what you're currently listing, eventually your sales are going to slow down again. You'll start shrinking. Your store will shrink.
Also, I'm
All right.
curious, Rainbow, what kind of stuff were you selling on Whatnot? Was it like nerd related stuff? Or was it
Like
like vintage?
collectibles, probably.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
was gonna
so I
say
know
because
he's an everything seller,
okay, okay,
but
gotcha.
yeah,
I'm just curious because I feel like Whatnot does extremely well for certain things. Plush, really?
plush.
Okay, cool.
Hmm,
That's really
okay.
awesome because a lot of the times I feel like we come across really cool plush and it ends up like just overloading us to where like we just sold a ton at a garage sale 2 weeks
Mhm.
ago. And like, yeah, I mean, they weren't, you know, $50 $100 plush or
Right,
whatever, but they were probably, averaging between like 10 and 15 bucks, and we were selling
right.
them for $3 a piece.
Yeah.
Yes, we were making money because we bought them from the bins,
Mhm.
but it's like if we could do a Whatnot, I mean,
Have you
that might
applied for Whatnot?
you know what? I haven't even looked into it because I feel like I have so many more ideas that I want to put out on the main,
Yeah,
like
I
it
hear
would
you.
be it would be time consuming. But I feel like Zesty and I would have a ton of fun doing something like Whatnot
Yeah.
because of like well, especially my background of like live streaming and stuff,
Mhm.
where you kind of more put on like a show sort of
Yeah,
deal.
yeah,
We would thrive in that situation, but I feel like we need a lot of one thing to kind of
yeah,
promote it, you know what I'm saying? Or a lot of a couple things to kind of promote that.
yeah,
But also having like that steady flow of inventory that would be good for Whatnot. I don't know. We'll see.
yeah.
We'll
Well,
see.
man, they got all different types of categories on this, so you'd probably be able to thrive in anything you sold. Okay, so Jeff broke down the process a little bit. He says she takes the picks, lists and ships. I source on the weekends. We have tons of inventory sitting in a death pile already. So sourcing is when we are bored or yard sales on Saturdays. Oh,
Okay.
there you go. That works out.
Man, I cannot wait to get fall garage sales in full swing, dude. There's nothing better than not sweating your butt off at like 7
Yeah.
a.m. on a Saturday morning.
Right.
and getting some fire sales going
Yeah.
on. So
And Steve says I'm having a hard time selling Pokemon Mario plush on eBay. I stopped picking it up.
really,
Jump on
real I
whatnot with it.
I mean, I guess it depends like how it's branded too, Steve. Is it like actually
Hey,
like legit branded too? Cheap
s-
stacks coming in again?
if y'all boys come to Dallas, I'll be a good host. Steak dinner on me. Hit the bins, and I'll show the sights. Maybe y'all can come to one of my events too. That sounds like
Bro,
an
I'm
awesome
fired up.
idea.
Get me on a new browser window right now. I'm
Put
booking this. I'm
it
ready,
up.
bro. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
go.
It'd be
Yo,
Record
Chief,
City too.
we appreciate the hospitality, bro. That's
Definitely,
what's up.
bro. And thanks
That
for the super
that
chat.
would be legit. That would be
Yeah,
legit.
man.
Dude, that would be dope though. Like obviously it wouldn't have it would have to be next year. It would have to be next year because
Right,
the
right.
wedding coming up and everything, like so stressful.
And
So
then plus, man,
stressful.
we're coming up on Q4 too,
We're
man. So
coming up
I'm
on
like
Q4.
in grind mode right now, trying to get my stores beefed up as possible. What are
Yeah.
you guys' strategies for Q4? Are any of you guys like doing extra listings or buying more inventory and getting prepared for Q4? I just hit my goal of 3,000 listings last week, so uh,
Nice.
yeah, I'm trying to just grow the store as much as I can, man, so I could try to get a good Q4 coming up.
No, that's actually a good question for you guys. I just me personally, I've finally got my clothing station how I
Yeah,
want
man.
it. At least
Start using it.
it's good enough to start using it. Yeah, it's good enough to start using it. So that's my Q4 plan is to I don't know how much filming I will do in this process. I probably still will film at the bins, but I think I'm going to do some kind of one-off trips,
Mhm.
especially when Marcus isn't there because I don't like to step on his toes when it comes to clothing.
Yes. Love it.
Um, but you say that, but the stuff that I find you could find on the 1 or 2 days that you go. I live 15 minutes away, so it's like
Yeah.
it only
Yeah.
makes sense for me to like pop in there really quick, maybe 30, 45 minutes,
Yeah.
dig through like four
And
or
you can
five
kill it
rows.
too, dude.
Yeah, and just get in, get out, and then I have a ton of stuff
Yep.
to list as far as clothing anyway for
Right.
Q4. So
Rachel says put the word gift in every title for Q4.
I'm
LOL. Yeah,
not that's
definitely.
not a bad
It's not a
idea.
bad idea.
Especially for
Yeah.
stuff like plush, and yeah, stuff like that, just
Yeah.
like very
Or like
I don't
any
know.
vintage tees you find that are like bangers, definitely put like gift in that because that's what the kids are going to be wanting is some bangers, vintage items, and they're going to be able to find them on Depop and eBay, so
Yep.
and
I do
probably
actually
Poshmark too.
I do have a bag, like a half bag of vintage Hallmark ornaments to list still. I
Those are
gotta get those go.
trash.
Dude, honestly, they're not. And shout out to Hillary for motivating me to list them in the middle of the year because
Yeah,
I didn't believe it. She was like, those actually will still sell in the middle of the year. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna
yeah,
test it out. And I started listing them just like half the bag. I bought like
yeah,
35 or 36 or something like that for they were like less than a buck a piece. So like how could I go wrong?
yeah.
And they some of them sold and I was like, all right, well, I already made my money back, like, and it's
Right.
all pure profit for the rest of the bag and the few that I have listed. So
I
yeah, I
sold
mean,
some Harley Hallmark ornaments. Those were pretty
those
cool.
I mean anything with
Yeah,
Harley name on it,
right.
does well,
Uh, Rainbow City said, I see a lot of sellers promote full time reselling and their spouse has a full time job. If you have a family, it's difficult for reselling to be only income, but can be done. Yeah, definitely. I hear you there, bro. But I'm
yeah.
the one man person, no kids, I got a girl, she has her own apartment. I have my own apartment. We all make our own money. So like we're doing okay.
I I
Steve says Build a Bear Nintendo branded. Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's weird, Steve. I don't know. You might want to start promoting those, by the way. I actually started promoting all my plush and all my
Yeah,
hats, and it's worked out pretty well lately. Just for the slower sellers that have been around for a while. But
yeah,
just really quick, I want to go back to what Rainbow said.
yeah.
I feel like with reselling, you sort of have to look at it like I look at it like live streaming. Like if you want a career in live streaming, it is a slow buildup. Most people, unless you're a professional and go to
Mhm.
live streaming, you're a professional gamer. Like you need to build up that audience. You need to build up, this platform before
Yeah,
you sort of jump off the edge, right? Like before I quit my full time job, like I made sure that I was comfortable in taking that leap.
yeah.
Yes, I did have my fiance living with me at the time who does have a full-time job. She does split
Mhm.
the bills with me, but I think when it push comes to shove, I still could have made it work.
Yeah.
But I think it's important that, you know, if you're going to pursue reselling, make sure you have that solid platform and a solid understanding of how reselling works and a
Mhm.
method to make it work well before you make that leap, especially if you have other people that are dependent on you.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Says he's been full time since last year, but burnt out and looking into real estate investing. That's my next move. But
That could be its whole thing too.
I
You know.
try to not let emotion get in the way of it, so I don't get burnt out. Rachel says, Marcus, do the high school kids in Cape wear vintage? Honestly, Rachel, I don't know because I don't know any high school kids in Cape. So I'd assume so, just because aren't all kids wearing vintage these days?
I mean, facts. Like that's just
Marcus, that shirt is fire. I got this at the Benz last week.
oh, that shirt is fire. I
Yeah,
like it.
it's got a nice little hit on the back too.
I mean,
I look.
I don't really mess with Kyle Busch, but
I
you
don't
know,
even know who Kyle Busch is. I
honestly,
know
like
he's a NASCAR driver, but
I'm just gonna say this. Like I don't even mess with NASCAR that much, but I
do
know some names, you know what I'm saying? So
I just wear it
uh
because it's cool.
oh,
You know
look
what
at
I
you
mean?
being a high schooler, bro.
I don't know anything about NASCAR. I don't know anything about half the stuff that is like sports related. So
No, I say
you
that when I'm wearing a shirt that I got probably like I don't know, maybe close to 12 years ago, 10 years
yeah,
ago, but it's a guitar and it's an
mhm,
AK-47 together. I'll back up.
nice, awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see. She
Cool
says,
guy.
the Dexter kids don't they wear repop band tees, etc., but not many sourcing for vintage. Hmm.
I
Okay.
mean, that
Well, I
just could be
mean,
the area too. I mean, like you
right.
have to remember, like the Midwest gets all of the trends last, and then of course small
Mhm,
towns in the Midwest get
right.
everything way, 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 way last as
Right.
far as like trends.
And
So
so,
I
like,
mean,
St. Louis is a major city in Missouri, you know what I mean? But then Cape gets a lot of St. Louis students, you know what I mean? Because they come down
yeah,
here to go to SEMO.
yep,
And then you get a lot of dudes that move down here from St. Louis or people that move here from St. Louis, like I did. So there's like 40,000, 45,000 people here. They're a little bit further ahead of the curve than where Dexter is, where um, Rachel lives. It's pretty small town. I don't even think there's probably what 3,000 people, and that may be being generous. I don't know.
right,
But they're like definitely a really, really small town. Not much trend setting going on down there. To
yeah,
be like Rachel, she looks like a celebrity probably compared to half the population. She's got all her teeth. She doesn't do drugs. You know what I
damn,
mean?
you just diss all the people of Dexter.
I'm not dissing all of them. I'm dissing the people of Dexter that I've come into contact with.
That's funny.
But let's see. Ed in the building, what's going on, bro?
What's
Uh
up, Ed?
and from my experience, college is where vintage picks up. Yeah, and there's no college in Dexter, so that also probably has something to do with it. So Cape does have a college, and there's a lot of people walking around with Yeezys and Bass Pro hats. So I'm
Yeah,
sure they wear vintage shirts.
yeah.
What's up, Adam? What's going on, my guy?
Is
Baldy
that
Pal
Baldy
Picking.
Pal?
What is up? Yep.
Yo, what up,
Uh,
Baldy Pal?
Roger says, I want to set up a vintage booth at our fall festival, but I honestly feel like folks here won't buy it. They're so weird. Set something like that up in Cape. You know what I mean? Like maybe I don't know, maybe our town just isn't the stuff, the place for stuff like that. But you never know. Chief Stacks with another super chat.
Chief.
Keep me posted. March 23, summer 23, Texas Benz Boys meetup. Yes,
I,
sir.
dude,
I would be
I'm
down to road trip to Austin too. I'm headed to a
yo,
Fortune.
Chief, you're reading my mind, bro. Because I was about to say like March would be the perfect time. We're coming out of Q4. The
Yeah.
weather's starting to get a little bit better, dude. That would be
Yeah.
the perfect time for me and Marcus to make a little
Yeah.
trip down there. That'd be dope.
Definitely.
That'd be dope.
Definitely. Uh,
And also to expand really quick on what Rachel said, or what
mhm,
Marcus said about what Rachel is talking about, I think you
mhm,
should just go for it. Like, what's the cost of the
right.
booth? You know what I'm saying? If it's like 25-30 bucks for a booth, like it's not gonna hurt you that bad.
And I'm sure
Um,
you'll sell something to cover it.
I was
It's
gonna
not
say,
gonna be a
like,
total
don't
waste.
just only bring one niche of things. Like, bring some live, laugh, love stuff. Live,
Well,
laugh, love.
shoot.
whatever, that
She
stuff.
already
You know what I'm saying?
specializes in vintage anyway, you know what I mean? But it's usually like, like designer, like vintage, things like
Yeah.
that. But if you got something for the younger demographic too, man, might as well, you know what I mean? Get your son to help you. I don't know, does he wear vintage? I know he wears hype sneakers, so he's got to wear some vintage.
Yeah.
Towards the
I
end
think
of
you'll be fine,
eBay,
Rachel.
towards the end of eBay for me, networking with other sellers really helped. Some just want to sell the death pile. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on right now because a lot of people are giving up on Yeezy or Yeezys. I'm reading Ed's comment. A lot of people are comment. A lot of people are giving up on reselling because they tried it and they just figured out it's not for them. It's a grind, man. People just don't really understand that
I mean,
it's not super easy.
like, no, that's for sure. We've talked about that a lot, but I think for me, being an everything seller, that's what keeps the magic alive for me.
Mhm.
I could never do what Marcus does and only
Yeah,
focus on one niche because I would get burnt out. I just
yeah.
know I would. Um, you know, I'll sell
I,
more clothes, but I'm still gonna sell, Game Boys and like,
uh,
whatever. Like, it's
yeah. I
I
see. I've
gotta
grown an appreciation clothing through this journey because I'm learning stuff about clothing and
sure.
materials and different prints and things like that. So it's
Yeah.
interesting to me, man. I'm learning a lot of stuff, but as far as like emotions go, I just leave it out of it. You know what I mean? If there was something else that I could list 50 of a day and pack and ship in under a minute, I would do that too if I could find it in abundance.
Oh, for sure.
What's up, Drew? What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming and kicking it. This is
For real.
Rachel's husband, by the way.
What up? What up?
I think like 25,
Oh, dude, that's
25. Yeah, that's
you
nothing.
got to go for it for 25 bucks. I mean, that's a
Man, you could
very
sell one
low.
shirt and pay for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you get some live laugh stuff in there, live laugh live whatever. You
Or
get that
whatever
in
it
there.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, you just put some of that in there for
Yep.
like the middle-aged, whatevers, and then
Yep.
you get some hype stuff for the younger crowd. You'll be good to go.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yep.
If I end up moving to another place, I'm going to take all my shoes to the flea market and sell them all and start fresh. I think for one day here in Cali is about $300 for a spot. Sheesh, that's crazy,
300.
dude. Yeah, but everything's more expensive in Cali though, and
I'm
that flea
good.
market's huge too.
I mean, that is true. I guess like the bigger flea markets out west, they kind of command more because they do attract so many more people.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Wentzville one's pretty big out by me. I haven't gone to the Belleville. Have you done to the Belleville one by
Mm-mm.
chance? No.
I know the lady Pat sells there though. I'm thinking about going and checking it out. 'Cause
Dude,
I need to buy some stuff in bulk, and I need to start making connections because I can't
yeah.
always just rely on the bins. Because eventually that's gonna be so saturated that it's not gonna be very, very viable when I'm getting up to hundreds of items a day getting put up, you know what I mean? For right
Yeah.
now, it's cool, and I love going there to shoot content, but eventually I'm gonna outgrow the bins, and I know that sounds weird, but I'm not gonna be able to get enough items every single week when I go to the bins, and it's going to have to turn into multiple trips to the bins each week, and then I'm going to grow out of that.
And
So
then Marcus is gonna move here, like I've been telling him.
you never know, man. Might be right around the corner. Rachel says, or what? Let me read Tiffany's comment first. Tiffany says, "Leave your vintage Chanel at home, though, Rachel." And then Rachel says, "I think they all assume my stuff is fake because theirs is." And
I mean,
she's laughing my butt off. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
you're probably right, Rachel.
That's probably the same people that's got that fake Chanel. Is probably where I just got these fake Air Force Ones from.
Yep, yep.
Just sold a lot of my stuff to another reseller. Networking helps. Yeah, if you had a bunch of clothes, I'd have bought it all.
Yeah, I mean, if you have to move bulk, knowing other resellers is
Knowing the right
definitely,
people helps, man.
yeah,
Yeah, I've
definitely
even
the way.
considered getting into storage, storage units just to try to find a lot of good bulk, but then I would need more storage for storing while I'm waiting to list the inventory in my queue because I just, I don't have enough space for it all in my apartment. But uh
I
then I
just
would
I
just not know what to do with everything else that I got that wasn't in my niche because I don't know enough people to give it away to.
That's fair. I was gonna say that's kind of where we could have a partnership, and
Yeah.
if we could just find like a magical, like the ideal the ideal storage unit for us would just be
Mhm,
chock full of clothes and video
mhm.
games, and
Yep,
then
perfect.
we'd both just be
Winning.
willing to spend like $1,000 on it, you know, or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Like, sign me up, man.
So Ed says the traffic at our flea market is already packed at 5:30 a.m. So I
Woo!
know the one that Chris Daily Refinement goes to, I don't know exactly where it's at, but he lives in Oakland, so it's got to be somewhere around there. He goes there at 4:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah,
and he's the second person to pick through what he picks through. There's a first person that comes, he gets whatever's left over from there, and he still gets 1,000 pieces a week. And then there's someone that comes after him and picks through the stuff. So,
yeah.
it's a banging flea market, man,
Well,
for
I
sure.
know, like, a couple of the bigger video game channels that I watch that aren't
Mhm.
necessarily resellers, but they go to collect. They
Yeah,
live in SoCal, and they
yeah,
talk about, like, those bigger flea markets, and they're there,
yeah,
yeah, at, like, 5:30, 6 a.m. to
yep.
get the good video game stuff,
That's how
or
it
else,
is.
like, it just goes, you know, and
Yeah, that's how
so,
I used
yeah.
to do the Amazon bin stores. I would go sit outside there at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and they didn't even open until 10. But I'd be out there camped out with a camping chair and
Whew.
you know warm it's in the wintertime. That's when I was going Amazon crazy, man. Buying not selling on Amazon, but
Yeah.
buying that stuff to sell on eBay.
Yeah.
But then, man, I started getting returns and things not working, and because I wasn't testing none of that stuff, I thought it was all new. But honestly, the bin store had just retaped it. You know what I mean?
Right,
So I was just
exactly.
like, screw this. I'm going to St. Louis.
Yeah, I'd rather go 30 minutes early to the bins and be
Yeah.
pretty close in line than spend
Yeah.
hours waiting, you
Right.
know?
Well, I already drive 2 hours to get there. Me arriving in line at all to where I get a cart works for me.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Booth
Which
has
has
to
been a
be in the it's been a
it's been an
few
issue.
lately. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been an issue, but
So Booth has to be in a great location. I've learned if the vendors have really nice cars, usually a good sign. Plus owners will tell you what top earners make usually. Uh,
that's
my
interesting.
biggest hit this summer was a family that does storage auctions. They call me whenever they plan to have a yard sale and give me $5 filler bag deal. Nice. That's a dub.
Dude, what? That's
Yeah.
the hookup right there. Also
I
said,
literally
Steve
go
said
ahead.
it was Bell Vegas.
Yeah, I noticed
Belleville
that Bell
Belleville is
Vegas,
nothing like Vegas.
nothing
I
like
mean, I don't
Vegas.
know. I guess it could be
It
considered that.
was
If,
there.
yeah.
Let's see. I literally look at people phones at Goodwill. What do you mean? You look at their phones at Goodwill?
Well, he says that if the eBay app is open, they're a
Oh,
reseller. I
okay.
mean, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
The more you
You can
become
hear them scan
the
though.
more you become a reseller, the more you can
More you
point
can
them out.
recognize. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you point them out for
Game
sure.
recognized game, man.
Yeah, that's you said that to me when we met. You were like, yeah.
Yep. Yep. Ed says he's about 10 hours away from Oakland. LOL. I want to go earlier, but my guys are set up yet. My guys are set up yet until a certain time. So I leave at a certain time to be competition. That's the name of the game, bro.
Yeah.
I go
It's
to
all about
private
location.
auctions still. Yeah, location, location, location. Rented a new storage unit complex, privately owned. He still calls me every time he has. That's what's up. Look out for new construction. Yeah, man. My storage unit, there's only like a few of them in there, but the guy does own some bigger ones that are directly behind him for like RVs and stuff like that. But I don't think there's any. There may be good stuff in there, but maybe not. I don't know. I need to hit him up and be like, if you're ever liquid stuff, I'm the guy to call. Maybe he'll give me a good deal on it. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I did go ahead.
I was gonna say, I've honestly have been trying or at least thinking about pursuing the whole like Facebook ad thing that you guys have
Mhm.
done. Some of the people in the
It's
community have
worked so
done,
far, man.
but to mainly focus books for Amazon FBA, like
Yeah,
basically, do books as like a main thing, but also I will come and pick up for free any clothing donations or small electronics or whatever it
yeah.
may be. And see what happens. I mean, it's definitely possible. I've also looked into pricing one of the donation boxes that you see around
Mhm.
town,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
super expensive.
Are they?
It would take a long time to pay back what you spent
Really?
by collecting donations.
How
Yeah.
much are they?
Like I think on the low end about 5G, on the top end about 10.
And that's to
So
buy it, initial
right,
startup? That's crazy. Then you
right.
gotta give the
Then you
company a
well,
share that you
that's what I'm
place it
saying,
at.
yeah.
Yeah,
You have to work out a deal where you place it at, so,
yeah,
it's a
that's
whole
crazy.
thing. So
Yeah,
I'd rather just put out an ad or 2,
yeah,
maybe
be
Craigslist
winning
and
that way.
Facebook, and
Yep,
then see just what happens from there.
yeah,
Because I mean, there's gotta be a decent amount of people that have a bunch of stuff that, they just don't wanna take to one of the bins or they don't wanna
right,
take to a store or whatever, so
yeah.
we'll see what
So
happens.
so Hillary says, "Dang it, late again. Sorry, guys. Hey, better late than never, buddy."
Hillary, you are good.
I use Nextdoor app. I had that for a moment, but I got so many notifications about like just random trash that I got tired of it and I deleted it. Maybe I need to get back at it.
Yeah,
How
that
much does
actually
Amazon charge per month to sell on their platform? I think it's $40 a month, or it's forty dollars,
it's $40 a month for FBA, yeah.
right? Or
Yep.
it's a dollar per listing.
Which honestly, if you're halfway serious about it, it's better just to pay the 40.
Yeah,
So I will be rolling out more info about that, guys. If anyone is interested, like I'm gonna
yeah.
try to document my Amazon FBA experience. I'm getting close to my first box, I think. So
How
yeah,
many items do you need in a box?
it's 50 pounds, I believe, is what it
Okay.
is. So 50 pounds of books until you
Tiffany
get
says
gated to
totally
other
worth a
stuff.
try. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, like the ads cost you nothing, so I mean,
Right.
it's worth a shot.
You might get a lot of yahoos at first, but eventually one of them will make it worth your time.
Yeah, I also saw somebody in another city, I think it was like a smaller city down by you,
Mhm.
that was posting ads about I will buy your yard sale at the end of the day, which I thought was kind of
Nice.
cool. So like
Yeah.
it's basically like you go to a yard sale at noon or whenever they end,
Mhm.
you give them a flat price of what's left and they clean you out. Like or
Yeah.
you clean them out, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
sort of deal. So
And
I don't
see,
know
man,
that
I've tried that too, but no one's ever called me back. I've given them my business card and like, hey, whenever this is over with, I'll buy all the clothing. But nobody's ever called me back.
really
Yeah. So I
interesting.
don't know.
I don't know.
It's probably because I look like a gangster. Like, we don't want him back at our house by himself.
Too
Rainbow
much.
City Pickers got 5,000 comics and 100 DC direct action figures from the 90s. That's crazy.
Shoo. Shoo.
What's up, Shay? What's going on, girl? How you
What's up,
doing?
Shay?
Shay been getting
See,
that
I
fitness on
see. I'm
TikTok.
I'm glad you remember all the names. I just follow up. I'm just like, yeah, what's
Yeah,
up, Shay?
yeah, yeah. I know
Totally
who
don't
you are.
know, but I'm going with
Right.
it.
The biggest problem we've encountered when sourcing online, Facebook, Craigslist, etc., is that people be cray. That's for sure. Facts. What's up, Major? This is he's in our group. This is D. Shoe Solution 6 on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah. Good
believe I
idea on the
believe I
yard
follow
sale.
you on Insta. I'm sorry if I don't, but I believe I do.
Yeah,
But yeah,
well,
Hillary, I mean, I know that I'm gonna have to sort through the crazy people, but such is life whenever you're
right.
a thrifter. So
Especially with the Facebook stuff too, man, because you'll get people that'll hit you up and be like, "Hey, I got this stuff," and then like you're like, "Yeah, I'm all down." Like, "What's up?" And then they don't respond, or like
right.
you ask for pictures of stuff, and they're like, "Okay," and then they just never get back to you, or you know what I mean? Like you get a lot of like started conversations that never lead to anything.
Yeah. I feel like if I'm just direct and be like, "Yo, whatever you have, like leave it out on your porch," or
Hmm.
I don't know, or just leave it by your garage or something of that nature. Maybe
Yeah,
I don't know. Instead of just like
yeah,
going back and forth, I
yeah.
like
Rainbow
I don't
City
know.
Picker, he says, never bought out a yard sale, but be ready to take most to the flea market. And that's true.
Yeah,
The couple of bulk buyouts that I have done, I've donated almost, I've donated more than to use. Um, this last bulk buyout, though, it's kind of been about 50-50. The first bulk buyout, I bought, man, I want to say like close to 4,000 items for like 400 bucks. And I donated everything 1,600 items, I want to say. But it was still good, man. 1,600 items for like $400 is ridiculous. This
less
this
than $1 an item. I mean,
yeah, this go around was crazy. A lot of new old stock. lower tier stuff. I've talked about it before, but for the people that don't know, it was like all Walmart stuff, White Stag, and then like Target Cherokee brand. Sold some of it today. I sold 5 skirts to the same person yesterday. So it's stuff that I picked up if it wasn't in a bulk buy and at a really good price, but it's selling, But I did throw away a lot of stuff. I just took 3 boxes to the thrift store yesterday for donations. But a
Yeah,
lot of
we did.
you do got to take that into consideration that you're going to have a lot of stuff that isn't worthy of eBay.
Yeah, I mean that's very true. Like I figure, if I do come across like somebody wanting to donate a ton of books, for example, like I might only find a few gems out of there, and I do have to
Right.
weigh the time that it took me to scan all of the books versus
Yep.
that time being used for digging in a bin or
Hmm.
going to garage sales or
Right.
whatever that may be. I mean, utilizing time is important, and keeping track of how you're utilizing
Yep.
it, in that situation. But that is also a great way to get free stuff,
Yeah.
so
I'm trying to
you
find
know.
one of those thrift stores around here, man, that are just like, sending all their leftovers, like discarded stuff to like a rag house or like belling it up and sending it somewhere. Somebody's buying that stuff, and I want to be the guy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Like, I mean, I feel like that's where we need to be with like a warehouse and like
Yeah.
an actual place that a semi could pull up to, because like
Hmm.
if we could just buy by the Gaylord or by the pallet, like
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's how
I
like
mean, it'd be
the
a
book
lot of waste, but
the book resellers that are doing,
that's how they're killing it. Yeah.
millions a year or whatever,
Yeah.
like that's how they're doing it. They're
Yeah.
buying Gaylords and
Same with
Gaylords of
me,
of books.
same with the CD guys. Like they're buying
Yeah.
like a pallet of CDs for like $150,
Yeah.
and literally pennies an item. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And granted, they're getting, $4 or $5 sales with free shipping, but when
Hmm.
you break it down, like I
It
mean,
adds up.
it adds up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And you can list like 500 CDs a day. You know what I mean?
oh
So it's like
yeah. It's
retarded easy.
yeah, exactly. It's super
I
easy.
had amazing luck on a Target bulk buy on Facebook Marketplace when it wasn't saturated with spam listings. Wish Facebook would go back to those times. Yeah, it's a different day and age, bro.
What's
You gotta like source on local seller groups.
I was gonna say, Ed, what city do you live in? Because I know for St. Louis, it's not saturated with stuff like that. Honestly, like
Yeah,
I think St. Louis is an untapped market for stuff like that. Fingers crossed. Now that I'm saying that, it does not
yeah,
get saturated, but
right, right,
you
right.
know,
But I think one of the things is like with Target right now going like, I don't know, there's just an overabundance of stuff getting sent to like liquidation. Uh
right,
Target
right,
might not be the pallets to be buying just because everybody's gonna have them. But that can be a very, very viable source of inventory.
yeah, yeah. I remember like at the height of the pandemic when like regular retail Goodwills, not
Mhm,
that any none of what I saw locally, but I saw on other YouTubers channels, they were
mhm.
selling Gaylords just full of donations
Yeah,
like in the middle of the pandemic. I was like,
yeah.
how
I
did
was
I?
trying to get some of those.
Yeah, so was I. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
We ain't had
please
none of
sell me
that.
a Gaylord full of electronics. I would love
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
I never got them. I never got them.
I
I never
think
saw
part
them.
of it was they were getting donations in and didn't have any workers to help sort through it. So
Yes.
just in order to stop the overwhelming pile up of stuff, they just bailed it up and shipped it out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah, we
Absolutely.
wasn't getting none of that here in Missouri.
No. No.
Major Hustle says, putting my sourcing on hold. I have tons of stuff in storage from Storage Wars over the years, doing better with listing every day. Thanks. Yeah, man. If you know that you have an abundance of stuff, there's no need to overbuy. Don't buy more than you can list within a week or two. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
just a smart strategy.
Good advice.
Also, those resellers have the space for it too. It'll be hard for us who only depend on our garage or storage unit away from from our house.
I
Yeah,
mean,
definitely.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You definitely got to be more mindful of the space that the stuff will take up when you're sorting through it and when it's all listed. If you're not selling it fast enough, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like with
Right.
me, for instance, I list 50 a day, but I only launch 33 of those. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's 17 items that just pile up every day. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so until my sell through catches up to that and I'm selling 33 items a day, my store is going to keep growing, which it is the plan. But eventually, I'm going to need another storage unit. I'm going to need another one and another one.
Yeah.
For now, I'm trying to grow the business and it's okay. But eventually, it will get to the point to where what I have on deck isn't enough space.
Yeah, I feel like with the book thing though, like if you were to do Amazon FBA, like you could scan a whole Gaylord of books, obviously
Hmm.
take out, cherry pick the good stuff, and then
Right.
just literally turn around and donate the rest. Like you wouldn't
Or
be
sell
taking
it
up
in bulk.
or yeah, you could, but that takes up more space, right? So
Yeah.
like if you were limited on space,
Yeah.
I feel like Amazon FBA books would be an easier way to sort of purge
Right.
constantly of your inventory. So,
Yeah. And you don't
just a
have to
thought.
hold on to it.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're just sending it off and then Amazon does their thing.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So Ed says he's near Long Beach, California. It's saturated for everyone because Facebook shows shipping first before anything, and all you see is those Wish or Alibaba drop shippers. Yeah,
Ah,
I do see those on Facebook, but that's why I don't shop on Facebook Marketplace. I shop on like the
yeah.
local groups near me because that weeds out all that extra crap. You know what I
No,
mean?
that makes sense.
Really trying to buy anything that I need to get shipped to me because shipping is expensive. So I
Oh,
just
for
try to do
sure.
local stuff.
Yeah,
That's just
definitely.
my strategy.
Definitely, definitely.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's more than one way to skin a cat, but still.
yeah. I mean, again, it's all about like time management, space management. I mean, all
Mhm.
those things will, hamper you. You'll like you'll end up with a death pile that's so crazy and
Yeah,
you'll just be overwhelmed and
yep. And then you
that
just put it in a room with a door that closes that you don't have to look at it because you're like, I don't want to
yeah,
see
you
that.
put a dragon in there that guards all of it.
Right. Tiffany said, I have a business idea for you guys, but I don't have enough characters to explain it. We'll send an Instagram message. All right.
I mean, you could just make it in little multiple
Multiple
whatevers.
segments. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
We'll
I'm
we'll
down for business
we'll
ventures though.
we'll aggregate it.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
will.
Trust me, we'll get to the bottom of it.
But
Yeah,
dude,
man.
I mean, I think I I'm telling you guys, one day Marcus and I we'll have something. We'll have
Yeah.
something where we can get pallets of
That
clothes or something,
yeah. This is only the noticing estate sale companies having realtor connections, going realtor route to get regular inventory. That's
Interesting.
I've seen part-time pickers do that. He had like a real estate friend or something or someone um, hit him up about property that they were selling. Like the person died, and they needed the house to get cleaned out, so that they could show the house to somebody. And so they let him go there and like pick all the good stuff out of there. And then I think they had a cleanup crew come in after him, and he didn't want any of the other stuff. But that's just one connection he had. Who knows how many times that happens. But
Yeah, no, I
uh,
like there's been so many times where Zesty and I are watching the show Hoarders, like
yeah,
some show to do with hoarding, and they do
and
these
you're
big
like,
clean outs.
oh man.
And I'm just like, there could be so much
So
good
much
stuff in
gold in
there.
there, dude.
And like
Yeah.
honestly, there was one episode where this person had so many books in their house that it was
Mm,
literally collapsing the ceiling. So
mm,
just I mean thousands of books on
yeah,
the second story of this house. And
yeah,
they just they brought in some book reseller and they're like, "Yo, give us a price." And
yeah.
they just moved him out in the yellow top totes. Like
It's
the
crazy,
guy the
man.
guy probably paid like, 5 cents a book. I mean
Yeah.
thousands
So
of
much
books.
money, man, just
Oh, yeah.
sitting there.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think he paid like, 2, 3 grand or something like that for like
Nice. That's a lick.
thousands. Like,
That's a lick.
oh yeah, for
So,
sure.
I don't know if you know who Mel, Back from Burnout is. She's an
Uh,
Australian YouTuber, but that's
haven't
what
heard
she
of no.
does. She sells books. She's pretty big. I mean, like 20,000 subscribers or something like that.
Okay.
But like I said, she sells books and she's got to deal with a local thrift store that all the books that they're getting ready to get rid of. I don't know if they give them to her, but she gets to come and get like 400 or 500 books a week from this one place, sometimes
Whew.
more, like sometimes thousands. You know what I mean? But
How does
she's like
how does one get
killing it
that, man?
selling books.
Like, are you sending them like cakes and cookies every week or like
Right.
what's going on, man? Because
Well,
like,
I think the
I
thing is they're like an older, they're an older like mom and pop operation, and so like the books are just something that don't sell well for them. So like they
Yeah,
have some on the shelves, but then the overflow, she gets the rest of it.
that makes
And
sense. That makes
I
sense.
think she has to do the work to like load the stuff and like get it all, so it
Yeah,
saves them time and they get their space back.
free
It's a
labor.
win-win. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes perfect sense actually.
Yep.
And now I'm gonna go to my mom and pop's thrift stores near me.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah,
be right
man.
back.
Private estate sales, private auctions is where it's at. Definitely, bro.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
I mean, if you can get your foot in the door to to private estate sales, especially if you have a connect that can you can pre-shop that, like
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
man. There's a couple local auction house, not auction houses, but estate sale companies near me, and I know that if you can get the connection with them, because I've started talking to them because the estate sales are ridiculously overpriced down here, and
They
I
all
know
are.
that they will cut really good deals on the last days. Obviously, everybody does that,
Yeah.
but whatever they don't get rid of, they just put in a warehouse, and then they have like auctions for it. So mm,
I actually so my aunt's parents moved to a nursing home, and she allowed me to come through after they did an estate sale
mhm,
and just take whatever I thought was valuable for free, which I thought
yeah,
was really nice.
right.
But she also was saying that the estate sale company has, I guess, a partnership or a person within the company, I don't know
Mm,
which one,
that
that
makes
comes
sense.
through after the estate sale and then just gives them an offer, a bulk offer on everything that's
Mhm.
left after the sale. So I
Yeah,
mean that could even be a way to get books, clothing, whatever
yeah,
else in bulk.
yeah. But see, if I
Real
had to take
easy.
everything, it wouldn't be for me. So that would be have to be something where like you and I both
Yeah,
went in on it. You
yeah.
get everything else, and I get the clothes.
Exactly. Yeah, it would have to be because cleaning out a whole entire house, I mean,
It's something. Yeah,
that would be a lot by yourself. That'd be a
yeah.
lot. Yeah, it would be
Uh,
for sure.
Rainbow City Picker says fighting for inventory is not for him anymore. I
I
don't blame you,
mean,
bro.
that's fair. That's fair.
He did get 100 Franklin book library books a while back. His Franklin
I
something,
don't
or
know
is
what that
that just
is.
the name of your local library?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with Franklin library books.
We are having a garage sale with at least 7 consoles and over 100 games. I'm sure the low ball offers will be nonstop. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
good
know if
luck.
you yeah, I don't know if you're if especially if you put an ad out for it, you're definitely gonna have all the riffraff for
Honestly,
sure.
depending on that's Jeff or Tara, but I would put just straight up prices and firm on everything and
Yeah.
just this is the price. Like any video game related stuff that we put in our garage sales, we just put a flat price on. And yeah,
Mhm.
some of the video games might be worth, $7, $8, $9. $5. Just
Mhm.
that's a fair price. $5, get it out, gone.
Yeah.
Like as long as it's just under eBay prices, you can be firm on everything. So, but
Yeah.
I wish you guys luck because yeah,
Yeah,
still
definitely.
you're still probably gonna get lowballed.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely gonna happen. That's the name of the game at the yard sales.
Yep.
Tiffany says sub to Curiosity Inc. and watch his hoarder house clean outs. I don't even know who
Oh
that
man,
is.
dude, here's the thing. It's just gonna make me go down a spiral, a black
Mhm.
hole of just watching a bunch of stuff related
Hours
to
and
that.
hours of hoarder videos.
Well, it's like once I discovered how people make money from dumpster diving, I went
Yeah,
down a black hole and
yeah,
now I just want to dumpster dive and I don't know if I have
right.
time for that. Like I don't I
So, with dumpster diving, is that legal in St. Louis?
I don't know, but I have two friends that are lawyers, so I'm gonna
Mhm.
consult them first.
Yeah,
But I mean, I think as long as it's an open top dumpster, I
yeah,
think you're Gucci.
you're
Like
good.
I
Yeah,
think
man.
so. I think so.
I definitely like seeing Chris flip the world and all the scores he gets out of the trash. I was like, man, I'm
Yeah.
missing out, dude. I gotta get on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
bro.
yeah,
Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy what people throw away.
right. Miss Lachey said books are undervalued. A lot of places just want to get rid of them. Maybe just asking and being willing to take everything will do it.
Yeah,
That's pretty good
good
advice.
advice. Good advice. Yeah, definitely, Lachey.
Franklin Library books, valuable leatherback books. Okay.
Ah, okay. Fancy
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Hold your pinky up. Hi kiddos, eating leftover waffles and lurking. That sounds so good. I might make me some
Hey,
protein waffles after this. or
That does
protein
sound really
pancakes.
good.
I don't have a waffle maker.
What? You
Yeah,
get this man you listen, you go to the thrift store like twice a day, come or twice a week. You gotta just
yeah.
pick one up.
I'll get one. I'll get one, and then I need a blender so I can make smoothies.
Okay, okay. I highly recommend the Ninja Blender. Zesty and I love
Dude,
ours.
remember the Ninja blender picture I gave you?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
I made
man.
money off that.
I know you did, bro. Tiffany said, "I want a dumpster dive too, just to say I did it." Yeah, man. There's a channel, man. Her name's Just Me Kathy or something like that, and she like always finds tons and tons of stuff. But she finds a lot of food though too. Like, uh, I guess it's like expired or whatever. Like, or
Yeah.
like the stores just throwing out. I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah.
She kills it. Like hundreds of items.
There's
Like,
a there's a subreddit that is like pertaining to that
yeah,
that basically just gives advice to people who are not in financial situations to get food readily, and they like
mhm,
give advice on what dumpsters to dive from what
yeah,
companies that throw out stuff like regularly, or
yeah.
what times to go, or how to more safely do it, if you know what I'm
Right.
you catch what I'm saying, because you
Yeah,
might be
yeah,
breaking the
definitely.
law. you
Right.
know
Yeah, man. I need me some not that I'm struggling for food or nothing like that, but food is expensive. And I
yeah,
eat a lot, dude. I eat 5 times a day. So I
yeah,
need as much food as I can come on
yeah,
with it.
bro.
He said I saw Walmart tearing front cover off paperbacks the other day by the hundred.
Dude,
So they were doing that so there would be no resale value, probably.
I probably, yeah.
What a waste, dude. Like, why
Yeah.
not just donate it or something?
Well, same with
Walmart's
food,
such
man. All
mm,
these stores are donating food that's like just expired, and it's just like, dude, all this stuff is still good.
yeah.
It's
Tiffany
like
got 3 waffle makers. Sell me one.
you're gonna get one for Christmas from Hillary.
Yeah. 100% transparency. These are from the Waffle House. I'm lazy. Oh man, Waffle House sounds so fire. I wish we had one of those down here in Cape.
Nothing wrong with
Uh,
Waffle House.
we got the Huddle House down here. It's just as
Hey,
fire.
nothing wrong with Huddle
It
House.
works. Yeah. I dumpster dive for boxes because I'm too cheap to buy them. That's why I get mine for
That's
free from the USPS.
Yep, yep. So I've definitely dumpster dived in my alleyway behind my house, because
Yeah.
like where I live in the city, it's
Mm,
it's a traditional city alleyway with
yeah.
dumpsters for
Yeah.
recycling, trash, and green waste. And
Yep.
like, dude, whenever I need boxes, I just go out there. If I can't find it, I
Yep.
go to there's a dollar store
Yeah. You
like
know
a
you're gonna
mile
find
away.
boxes there.
You go to the dollar
Dollar store.
store, dude, they're like overloaded, dude.
Yeah.
I just
All the
or
time.
actually my local St. Vincent actually started setting up a little metal crate thing
Mhm.
for their boxes. I guess that they
Really.
get donations in, and then they
Yeah.
put the boxes up there. So like that's even a great way, just
Yeah.
for the firsthand recycling nature of it, which I'm a huge proponent of. Like,
Mhm.
love that firsthand recycling. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I also hit up the Dollar Generals in my neighborhood because they keep the boxes stacked on roll carts out back.
Sure.
And they're like, "Yeah, take what you need." I'm like, "All right, bet."
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's a good hack right there. Is dollar
Mhm.
stores. They always have
Right.
boxes. Yeah, see, Rainbow City Figures says Dollar General. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
Hit up them dollar stores, guys.
Miss
Never
Lachey
pay for a
said,
box again.
never."
Yeah,
I
well,
was
and
tempted to pick, unless you need a really big box, then you're
yeah,
probably gonna have to buy
but
one.
even then, like if you sell golf clubs, go to your golf stores.
Yeah.
They have golf
Yep.
club boxes all the time.
Yep.
Seriously, don't pay $4 for a driver box, because
Yeah.
that's what they go for. Like if you buy them
Yeah.
retail.
Or if you get one from like public storage, just like $8 or $12 or
Oh
whatever I
yeah.
paid. I
Oh,
bought one before,
they will rob you
ripped my head
blind.
off.
Yeah.
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 She Miss Lachey said I was tempted to pick up 2 hubcaps on the side of the road today, but traffic wasn't favorable.
Yo,
I've never
hubcap
sold
sell.
hubcaps.
Hubcap
Yeah,
sell.
all auto parts sell on eBay. It's like the
Yeah.
biggest market to be in is
Yeah.
auto parts.
Absolutely.
She said you want
Absolutely.
the you want the Mickey Mouse waffle maker or the Baby Yoda one.
Give him the baby Yoda.
I probably prefer the Baby Yoda one, honestly. I get free boxes from Dollar General just outside recyclable for first class items, single Hot Wheels, etc. Yeah, man,
Yup.
perfect
Yep.
size. I do buy boxes for hats, but that's only because I use my eBay coupon for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's technically I'm not buying them, but I was doing that. But it's inconvenient for me to stop every single day and go to find a
Oh,
box when I could just already have them on deck.
especially
But
when
yeah,
you
man.
list so many hats, like,
Yeah,
that is one of the boxes that I do buy is the
yeah,
hat boxes.
yeah.
It comes out to be like 45 cents a box, which whatever. I'm already paying
It's
like
cheap enough. Yeah,
10 cents for the hat, so,
yeah,
I
yeah.
like
It's a dub.
it's fine.
Hillary,
It's
I get a
fine.
lot of boxes from the dollar store or Dollar Tree when they were stocking. Yeah, definitely. It's weird, but I hardly use bubble wrap. I don't use bubble wrap at all. I do use packing paper, and the packing paper I use, I just get the end rolls from the newspaper place. I pay $5 an end roll, and it's like buying. It's way cheaper than buying craft paper because I was buying craft paper from supplement. What no something supplement hut I want to say, but I don't think that's it. Uh, on packing paper on a roll. I don't know how many yards it was, but I was paying like $40, and I think that was before shipping. So I would run out of that pretty normally compared to what I do with the end rolls from the newspaper place. It's way cheaper though, man. It makes no sense to buy craft paper when I could just go to the newspaper and just buy a $5 end roll. All
I'm gonna
I'm
have to hit
packing
that
with
up.
it is yeah, it's a steal, dude. I
Yeah.
just pack it, in shoe boxes so it lasts me. And or I wrap my Crocs. I wrap my Crocs in them like a sub sandwich and then
Yeah.
throw them in a poly bag so that way I
Yeah.
don't have to box up,
That's a good idea. Yeah. I've
Crocs.
done it that way as well.
My dollar store says they aren't allowed to give out boxes. They're capping
What?
for
Yeah.
real.
Yep, for real.
My Goodwill bins let you take empty boxes for free. Does the one in St. Louis do that? I don't never see any
Uh
boxes at the Goodwill
so
bins.
not traditional boxes, but I haven't done this in a while, but they have let me have just regular totes, like plastic totes,
Mhm.
they're just hanging out in bins. They will give you
Yeah,
those for free. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure
There's so many of those.
because
They've
there's
never
so
given
many
me for
totes.
free.
Yeah.
At least if they have, I didn't know that they did. Supply Hut. Yeah, that's what it is. Supply says Supplement Hut. That's a place too, though. You can buy supplements from. Not in 6 years, hardly any bubble wrap. What you been wrapping them collectibles in?
Right.
I get my packing paper from a local moving company. Hey,
Okay.
as long as you're getting it for cheaper than buying packing paper or craft paper from, some actual facility like Uline or something like that, because they tax.
Uline's so expensive. I buy
Yeah,
mine off eBay but I don't use a ton of it, so
dude,
it is what it is.
I just bought 1,000 poly bags. The bags that I bag my clothes in to store on the shelf. I just bought 1,000 bags and it cost me $150.
Man, I feel like I bought 1,000 bags and it was not that much off Amazon. I could be wrong
Well,
though. I
I was
could be
buying
wrong.
bags from Amazon and it was like $18. I want to say, I think maybe $16. I don't know. But I was just buying them to see if it was going to be cheaper that way. And I feel like it's definitely not cheaper that way. So I'm
I
probably gonna have to go back to buying bags on Amazon.
Yeah, I feel like I bought a thousand bags off Amazon and it wasn't that much. But I don't quote me on that. It was like around
I'm gonna
80 or
try.
$100 though. Double
I'm gonna
check.
try it the next go around
Yeah.
and see. I'm gonna just order enough to make it 1,000 and see what the price is.
I remember that it
Matter
wasn't a
of fact, I
prime
have to
option
do that
though.
real soon.
It
Yeah,
wasn't a
it's
it
not a
wasn't
prime option,
Yeah, cool because it's 1,000 bags. So it's
so
like
you had to pay shipping on it.
I think I had to pay shipping on it, or at
That's,
least it took a while, but the
that's
shipping was still
whack.
free or something. I don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it was less than 150. But
Okay,
either way,
we'll check it out and
yeah.
I'll get back to you. I'll report back.
Yes, yes,
Said that's a good tip to buy newspaper rolls. I'll have to check out our local newspaper company.
yeah.
I know if they
I'm
do
gonna
it on mine, they'll do it on yours.
I'm definitely gonna do that.
Dude, you can't beat it. $5 for a roll of packing paper.
Yeah,
Stop it. Box in a box. Okay. All right. But I
that
have
makes
mad
sense.
respect for the divers, man. It's pretty amazing what they can find. Yeah. And it's not all the time, but, it's enough to make it worth it.
Yeah,
No damage. Bags I got are about 14 cents each on Amazon. Okay. Well,
I feel like mine were even less than that. I
I
don't
know the
know.
ones that I was using were worth it, but I just was going through them so much,
Oh yeah.
listing, over 200 items a week. You're buying bags every single day, pretty much, man.
Oh
So
yeah, for
I had
sure.
to, I had to just level up the amount.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm 4'11". I'm definitely not brave enough to dumpster dive. Probably end up in the back of a milk cart. I'm
I'm
sure.
dead, Miss Lachey. That's
All right,
hilarious.
and it's 4 minutes past the hour. It's
I'm
time for
dead.
us to go.
Guys, it was fun tonight. It was fun.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Make sure to hit that like button, okay, if you had fun
Yes.
tonight.
Check out the link for our Discord in the
Yes.
description and
Yes. Come hang out.
watch our videos tomorrow.
Yeah, better.
Or else.
Or you'll have
Yeah.
7 years of bad luck.
Right. And no sales on eBay for a year.
And no sales
Yeah.
for 7 days. Maybe
Yeah.
even
Wow.
7 years. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't make up
Don't
the
find
rules.
out. Just watch
Marcus,
the video.
yeah, Marcus doesn't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Just you know what to do, guys. All right.
Just
7
don't
a.m.
find out the hard way.
7 a.m. Go check out that. Go check out the Let's Do Lunch podcast
Definitely.
with the gals
Friday
afterwards. They drop at noon. So
Yep.
I think Central Standard. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I
But
think
don't
it's
quote
Central.
on that. But hey. Anyway,
Right.
guys, it's been fun tonight. It's been fun.
It's been a blast.
Yes.
Catch you guys on